Hello everyone, I'm Geoffrey Martinez, partner in Artefact. I'm really happy to be here with you and to share the room with Jérémy, director in Artefact, Adrien, head of Center of Excellence for Retail Banking for BNP France, and Jean-Armand, data science lead from IBM. The topic of the day is Gen AI for banking industry. So to give you a quick overview of what we see in Gen AI for banking industry. I do see mainly three types of use cases in Gen AI. Productive agents, generative agents, and conversational agents. The first one, productive agent, just give you an example. We are working with a bank who want to improve the level of client satisfaction and improve the Net Promoter Score. What we do is we classify the client verbatims into positive, negative, and neutral feedbacks, and then we generate content to summarize the main reason of client unsatisfaction. Second topic, we are working for a company who has just changed the brand tones of all the company. So we are leveraging Gen AI in order to create all the content into the website. Third main topic, conversational agents could be both for clients or collaborators. I think the best way to deep dive into this is to let you tell us, Adrien, what you are doing in Gen AI for BNPP.
Let's just step back a little bit. 2024, my guess is that most of the French or even European banks are going to focus on optimizing their cost to serve. That's requested by the market. The cost-income ratio should be improved, that's what we hear, and most probably we'll do that. At BNP Paribas, in terms of AI, we've been focusing lately a lot on improving the top line, NBI minus risk. Now it's the right timing to switch using AI to be more focused on operational efficiency, and that's what we're gonna do. With I'm going to take three examples. First one is what we call intelligent document processing. So we are going to automate the reading of the documents. That's highly operational efficiency driven. Second one is a bit more complex one. It's called self-driving CRM. And third one is, of course, as any other, Gen AI, what you refer to, and I hope we're going to zoom on that. Intelligent document processing, we can clearly understand what it is. Gen AI, we all know what it is, even though we are discovering over time. Self-driving CRM is a specific pre-Gen AI solution that is made to maximize the efficiency of the direct marketing targeting. So the ultimate solution to achieve a customer-centric strategy in terms of direct marketing. Super useful in terms of efficiency, but it has a small limitation. It's super strong in terms of targeting. So it's really the best tool to know which message to which customer on which channel. Just perfect. But it's not that good. And maybe I have a question for you, Jérémy, on that. It's not that good on what should be the content inside the message, not only the targeting, but what do we say and what is the way we say it. So maybe Gen AI could help on this matter, Jérémy?
Yeah, absolutely. The current use case that you have, self-driving CRM, is a balance between data science with coding and as well some operational research, optimization solver, which is targeting the right person at the right time with the right product on the right channel. So basically, it's you are perfect in accuracy. So that's a huge pain point that first you solved. And the next one, as you said, is how am I accurate to understand who is my client base and what should I push in terms of message, how to be granular in that. The idea is I have a few million customers and I want to do business as usual. I want to be able to do persona. With Gen AI, what we have is first as usual, you do your segmentation, you do your clustering with k-means, dbscan, whatever. And then at this moment, generative AI is taking the lead. It's not the human anymore who is doing this granular work. And you have, as you can see, I think on the video, first, as usual, one pager of the persona. Secondly, you have the possibility to deep dive in the metrics, to have some explainability. Mm-hmm. Then you have an amazing possibility, which is chat with your persona. Like imagine any chat that you use, like ChatGPT or whatever, or Bard, and you can ask questions about this persona. I am launching a new kind of product. Would you like it? What can I do? Which channel could be the best to contact you on that? So you have a possibility to exchange with this persona. And the last one, and it's when you said what could be the best content, is the possibility to refine a prompt, a marketing prompt. Basically, which is the channel you want to target, what is the product you want to push, and you refine a bit your prompt, and you know what you want to display. And it will be tailored to the persona interest, and you have the possibility to have that almost in real time. And Germain, you will tell us a little later on how is it technically possible, but you have that for not only one persona, but for like 50, 60, 100 persona if you want. So you can push the perfect message at the right time on it. How does it make sense to match the two tools? Because indeed, we target better, we push the right message, but on BNP context, how you can encapsulate such tool in marketing topics.
Just to be clear, selling CRM is not doing the whole CRM strategy. So we need some team to also achieve what is the exact content of the message we send on the BAU, and all the test and learn is not provided by such tool. Because you need to have the human intuition. So that could be the perfect tool for the human intuition to complete actually what we do on 20% of our customer database.
The point is, indeed, you are super accurate currently on your CRM. You can go a bit more with generative AI. But the great thing with this tool is, with that, we know what BNP clients like. And we know what BNP clients look like. So if you have the possibility to you can chat with this persona that are based on your clients, you have the possibility to say, okay, now that I know that this kind of profile looks like that on any of my prospect campaign, email a bit less, but mainly on social media, for instance, if you do it on Facebook, on X, on Instagram and so on, you are able to create a perfect lookalike in real time. Why do I say in real time? Because usually you do your persona every year, so you target more or less accurately with something a bit dry. There you have the possibility to rerun them every day if you want, chat with them, and so you know that the content you will display on a prospect on a social media will be the best to attract this person.
Usually what we do in terms of a direct marketing strategy, we define the persona, and then what we can do and what is super useful is to actually find actual customers, invite them, do some focus group on each persona to better understand and have a long discussion with them. So it's more a 6-9 months process actually. What you're saying is that now it's possible to directly chat with what GenAI thinks are our customer with possibly better knowledge. So quite faster, if I understand well, on this matter.
Yeah, absolutely. But we should be mindful of, I think the focus group you are discussing about are very important and we should not remove them totally. It's a way to enhance the quality.
Yeah, okay, to confirm.
But you still need to have this human touch with your client. What we see on our client is that we never remove any steps, but we just enhance or make it quicker or more qualitative. We don't reduce workforce and we don't reduce client contact because we see that it has a lot of value for both the workers and the client we target. My turn to a question, but for a new member, so Jean Armand. Can you tell us a bit more about what is behind, in terms of technology, both the console and Watsonic technology?
For that, we've used a product from IBM named Watsonic.ai. So it's a platform for generative AI where AI builders can actually train, validate, tune, and deploy their generative AI and foundation models, large language models, as well as traditional machine learning models and capabilities. So it's a set of different studios where you have actually, the first one is for the prompting engineering, where you can experiment the different prompts for a set of different models. you have access to a list within the library of open source model from Interface as well as IBM models. Then you can tune the models to make them very smaller to control the performance cost of the final solution in terms of size and number of tokens that you are going to generate. And the last thing is a traditional environment where we have actually made all the client segmentation phase, managing the data set of the clients and creating the different clusters and then send them to the generative models like Llama 2 or other models.
It's good to say that what we see on the screen is live. It's
Right.
recorded a video
So
to short it. But,
the key thing is that it enables you to create a solution the speed of light, really, because it's really quick. We have a lot of automation there with a fraction of the data. And that's a key point. So we made this MVP in a few weeks, actually. So it was a good solution. And with our teams, with your teams, in a cooperation mode as well.
But and Adrien, it's and you know that very well. Data quality is key on this topic. Like we were able to do that because everything was very clean. Because we use, for this demo at least, synthesized data, is fake data to make sure that we don't display anything confidential. So it was a bit easier for us with clean data.
Sure. Yeah, it's just a remark. It's key. It's of course absolutely key on the structured data, pre-Gen AI tech, and we've been knowing that for years. It was less clear about Gen AI, but like 6 months ago, and it was Meta who explained this, I guess, the best. You don't need that huge data set to train your foundation model. It just needs to be a proper data set and not put anything. So even on Gen AI, data quality is a key topic. Okay, great. Jean-Armand, you have several questions. Watson X is not only Gen AI. It's Gen AI and also structured machine learning.
Traditional machine learning.
Okay. It's both architecture with CPUs and GPUs. Right. And the upper level with tools for data scientists.
Exactly.
Okay.
And also low-code environment. So end user can use it very easily.
It can serve several kinds of profiles, from data scientists to, I guess, MLOps,
business users,
but also data analysts and even business users. Okay, clear for me. Coming back to the discussion we had, so do you think what we described before could be done, the whole thing, not only the persona generator, but the whole thing could be developed on Watson X? And if yes, what do you think are the competitive advantages compared to the other big competitors?
Yeah, good question. We are using the best open technology available right now to build Watson X.ai. So it's not a black box and so on. The second thing is trust. Okay, so our solutions, our Gen AI solutions, Watson X.ai, is meant for enterprise domains, using the enterprise constraints regarding the data confidentiality, so regarding the monitoring of the solution, as well as the explainability of the response, the results. Okay, that's a key point for enterprise. So, for example, Watson X.ai can be accessed on SaaS, so in the cloud, as well as on premise. So you can install Watson X.ai on your clear to your confidential data behind your firewall. So it's a key solutions for many, and it makes a lot of sense.
Important for retail banking. Fully agree on that. Okay.
Yeah, and the last thing is speed and easiness, as we said. It's also very important to make such solution in a few weeks and have iterative feedback from the end user, so you can better refine your solution. Is a key point in AI. It's to have your user feedback to better optimize, and we can do it very easily, very quickly with our solutions.
At the moment, the best thing is just to record the prompt and the result of the LLM. Do you have any better ways to see this explainability of?
So we have not only we have Watson X.ai, but we have Watson X.governance that has just released a few days ago. And in watsonx.governance, you can actually have an environment to validate and explain the results of an LLM for one given LLM. So what is a chain of thought that ends to a given results for the LLM?
If I may, maybe two additional comments on our discussion. The first one, and we have seen it in the MVP we talk about, but Gen AI simplified the way to launch an MVP. Let's say we divided the time to market to launch an MVP by 3 or 4, depending on the time. But at the same time, it's much more difficult to industrialize the topic. You mentioned the persona creator is not fully industrialized yet. One of the ways to tackle that is to make sure that in the beginning of the project, you work with data engineer roles and skills and ML engineer. When you want to industrialize, data engineer and ML engineer are really key to succeed. And the second one, we haven't talked about the risk today. We haven't talked about the risk of IP. We haven't talked about the risk of data security. We haven't talked about the risk of control, of model controls. You should, as a company, if you want to launch in Gen AI, make sure that you select a tech provider that provide you some guarantee on data security, on IP, and of course IBM does that. And I think it's one of the main differentiator, and you ask for the differentiator of IBM. I think it's one of them. Thank you very much. Thank you, Jean-Armand. Thank you, Adrien. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you all. Hope you like it.